A bag of supermarket salad costs around 2 pounds and lasts maybe 3 days. A packet of seeds costs roughly the same and can keep producing for months. We're counting down 10 budget gardening moves, ranked by value for money, tracking every penny as we go. Herbs, salad leaves, vegetables, and tomatoes, all for under 50 pounds. It starts with something that costs nothing at all. In the 10th place, a mini garden begins without spending a penny by reaching into household recycling. Clean buckets, yogurt pots, bakery crates, tin cans, and even old sinks can all serve as planters, provided they're stable, free from chemical residues, and drilled for drainage. Matching the container's depth to the needs of each crop is key. Herbs and salad leaves manage in shallow pots, while tomatoes and potatoes need something deeper. Proper drainage prevents roots from sitting in waterlogged soil, avoiding common problems like rot. By building the first stage from what's already at home, the running budget stays at zero, proving that the first step toward homegrown food doesn't require a single shop visit. Number 9, the first real cash outlay arrives with a simple tool run. A hand trowel, a pair of gardening gloves, and a small watering can form the backbone of any practical mini garden. At Poundland, Home Bargains, or Aldi, these essentials can be picked up for around 9 pounds in total, far less than the cost of branded sets at traditional garden centers. The trowel tackles digging and transplanting, gloves protect hands from thorns and compost, and a 2-liter watering can ensures seedlings get just enough moisture without waste. There's no need for a matching tool set or fancy accessories. Function outweighs style at this stage. By sticking to these basics, the setup remains affordable and focused, turning a handful of coins into the means to prepare, plant, and nurture the first crops. 8th place, compost becomes the largest single expense in the mini garden budget. Without a reliable growing medium, no seed or cutting will thrive, making this purchase unavoidable. Own brand peat-free compost bags from Aldi, Lidl, B&Q, Tesco, Sainsbury's, or Asda keep the cost manageable, with prices for a 40-liter bag often ranging between 2 pounds 79 and 3 pounds 20, depending on the retailer and region. For a small starter garden, 2 to 4 bags usually suffice, bringing the running total to around 24 pounds. Some councils and recycling centers offer free or subsidized compost, though availability can be seasonal and occasional contamination means a quick check is wise before use. By focusing on affordable, peat-free options and avoiding overbuying, gardeners can control the biggest unavoidable spend and ensure every penny goes further in building a productive, sustainable growing space. Number 7, a bright windowsill becomes a free propagation station with nothing more than household leftovers. Mushroom trays, egg boxes, and cut-down milk bottles all find a new purpose as improvised seed trays and mini greenhouses. These makeshift containers offer a surprising range of options. Shallow trays help with quick germination, while deeper milk bottles or food tubs give young seedlings a head start indoors before the weather warms. By skipping the purchase of commercial propagators or starter pots, the running budget stays steady, avoiding the temptation to spend on extra kit. This approach not only saves money, but also builds confidence, allowing seeds to be started early and nurtured right at home. At this stage, the total spend remains around 24 pounds, with the windowsill nursery quietly multiplying the garden's potential from recycled odds and ends. Number 6, splitting supermarket herb pots turns a single crowded purchase into a cluster of thriving plants. Basil, mint, and coriander pots from Tesco, Sainsbury's, or Asda rarely contain just one seedling. More often, each 7-centimeter pot is packed with 3 to 5 young plants, all competing for space and light. By gently teasing these seedlings apart and repotting them into separate containers with fresh, peat-free compost, each plant gets the airflow and root room it needs to flourish. This simple division reduces the risk of diseases like downy mildew, which can take hold when seedlings are left crowded and damp. The transformation is immediate. One supermarket pot, often costing little more than a pound, becomes several healthy herbs ready for windowsills or patio trays. At this stage, the running budget edges to around 29 pounds, but the value multiplies, offering far more fresh herbs for the same spend. Number 5, growing herbs from free cuttings transforms a single plant into a steady supply of fresh flavor, all without extra spending. Mint, rosemary, and thyme respond especially well to this approach. Mint cuttings, taken just below a leaf node, root quickly in a glass of water, often within a week. Rosemary and thyme prefer a different method. Short, healthy shoots are trimmed and pressed into moist, peat-free compost, where they root over 2 to 3 weeks if kept warm and lightly misted. Neighbors, friends, or even your own established pots become sources for these cuttings, making it possible to multiply plants at no cost. Mint's vigorous roots mean it should always be kept in its own pot to prevent it from overtaking other herbs. By sharing and propagating plant material, a mini garden can deliver a lasting, renewable harvest, while the running budget remains around 29 pounds. Number 4, regrowing vegetables from kitchen scraps introduces a practical way to stretch both budget and harvest. Spring onion root ends, often destined for the bin, can be placed in a dish of water on the windowsill, where fresh green shoots emerge within a week. For those with a little outdoor space, sprouting potatoes from the cupboard can be planted in an old compost bag or a 10-liter bucket with drainage holes. Over the course of 10 to 12 weeks, even a small container can yield a kilo or more of new potatoes, turning forgotten leftovers into a meaningful crop. This approach not only reduces food waste, but also makes each supermarket purchase work twice, delivering extra value from items already brought home. With these strategies, the running budget remains steady at around 29 pounds, while the garden's output quietly increases. Number 3, cherry tomatoes mark the arrival of the first classic fruiting crop in the mini garden. For less than £1, a packet of seeds from Aldi or Lidl brings the promise of dozens of plants, each one ready to climb a sunny wall or spill from a bucket on a small patio. For those starting later in the season, car boot sales, school fairs, and local plant swaps offer starter plants at pocket money prices, often between 20 and 60 pence. Cherry tomato vines adapt well to containers, thriving in the limited space of a balcony or a deep recycled tub. Even a single healthy plant can yield a steady stream of sweet fruit through midsummer, providing a fresh alternative to supermarket punnets. At this stage, the running budget sits around 31 pounds, and with tomatoes now in the mix, the garden gains variety and a taste of summer without straining the purse. Coming to the top 3, Cut and Come Again Chard and Rocket take center stage for their ability to deliver repeated harvests from a single sowing. By snipping only the outer leaves every 10 days or so, the plants respond with a new flush of growth, stretching the picking season from early summer right through to autumn. This approach means a single tray or pot can supply fresh greens for weeks, replacing the need for constant supermarket bags. Rainbow chard brings an extra reward. Its vivid stems and glossy leaves brighten any small garden, offering both color and substance in one of the most compact and productive crops available. Rocket, with its peppery bite, thrives in containers or window boxes and regrows quickly after each cut. With a running budget around 35 pounds at this stage, the garden is now producing a steady supply of nutritious leaves, proving that one modest investment can keep paying back long after the first harvest. And finally, in first place, mixed salad leaves deliver the strongest return for a tight gardening budget. A single packet of seeds, often found for less than £1 at Aldi or Lidl, unlocks weeks of fresh harvests from even the smallest container. Sown thickly in trays or shallow pots, these leafy mixes, lettuce, mizuna, rocket, and more, germinate quickly and are ready for picking in just a few weeks. The real advantage comes from succession sowing. By planting a new tray every 1 or 2 weeks, a steady supply of tender leaves replaces the short-lived supermarket salad bag. Each handful picked at home costs pennies, while a similar bag from the shop can run over £1. Over a 10-week stretch, a single seed packet can save more than 20 pounds in salad purchases, all from a windowsill or balcony. With a running budget near 37 pounds, This approach transforms the smallest seed spend into the biggest ongoing saving, quietly outpacing every other crop for value, speed, and repeat harvests. Across all 10 garden hacks, one pattern stands out. Value grows from resourcefulness, not spending. With simple tools, recycled containers, and a bit of patience, even small spaces yield surprising returns. In the end, budget gardening isn't about limits. It's about making more from what you already have.